Okay, man, this is getting out of hand. See, when COVID happened, they wanted a mandate, right? And they said everybody in the world need to take this shot. And you noticed that every country that didn't want to vaccinate, their leader either got arrested or unalived. Right away, immediately. I think there was 8 of them immediately. In 2020 to 2021, I think it was 8 of them went down. 8 of them were black. Yeah, 8 of them were black. So, okay. Fast forward, you're in 2025. And the same exact thing is happening. Where I just watched a video with Eddie Griffin, where he was showing how the dang he was talking about the next pope could be black or white, right? So I was like, all right, boom. Then the next thing he showed was how Massachusetts took custody of 5 children after doctor reported parents for not vaccinating their children. Okay, so what happened to the parents? Obviously, the parents is in trouble. 5 children taken away. They chased one of them all the way to Texas. Okay, they chased one of them all the way to Texas to take their children away from them. All right. Now, this is war, man. This is war. All right. I'm trying to let you guys know, because pure is water. Water is pure. The child is pure. Okay. Pure. And you fight over water. That's what war is about. You fight over water. They said they don't care about your money. They don't care who makes the laws. They don't care about your weapons and your guns. They want your water. Because if you ain't got water, none of that matters. They want your children. Because if they control the children, they control the future, which controls the water. Okay, so they said, hey, we don't care who makes the laws. We don't care who has the money, who has the power. We don't care not at all. We just want one generation, and then we'll just take it over. All right. So here's the push. So then the next thing you know, the next scene in the video was that obviously Trump was offering $5,000 for everybody to have a child in America. Said $5,000 per child, so you can start boosting up the fertility rate. The only people that's aimed towards is pimps, pretty much. Yeah, that's pimping hood. Let's say that. All right. Because in one way, that's a reverse. You think. See, let me let you know one thing. Humans. The reason why the big push in 2020 for the mandate was to get rid of humans. They're like, oh, humans are the problem. Carbon footprint and breathing. Pretty much you breathe, you're human, you're carbon. They want to get rid of you. Footprint. No more footprints. All right, no more human footprints. Period. So 2020, singularity. Just abduct everybody into a cloud. Abduct everybody's memories into a cloud. Get rid of the bodies. All right. Get rid of the footprints. All right. Take all the information, which is the wealth. Take all the water, which is the wealth, and get rid of the bodies. All right. Take their souls. Get rid of the bodies. That's what the whole shot is about. All right. Now, they said in order for them to unleash on the other side, they need Legion to come through. Legion is is their form of reincarnation on Earth, from the spirit realm. The demons don't have they don't have bodies. So in order for them to take over a body, they have to plant something inside of a human that they can attach themselves to, like an anchor, and then they like a chair, like a seatbelt, something that can strap them into, harness them into the human. So that's what the shot was all about. It was a harness for the demon. It was a demon's harness. That's what they're doing. So then, that's why the parents are like, no, we don't want the children done like that. So they're running away with the children from these demon harnesses, because it's pretty much, yeah. So pretty much what you have here is, you have, all this is going on. You got Trump is the representation of death. All right, I don't know what y'all been told, but he's a representation of death. All right, death totally boasts about Trump, and Trump boasts about death. They are one and the same. Trump, what he does is death dresses up as an angel of light. So he talks about this golden era. But we just noticed that he went and investigated Fort Knox, and there's no gold, bragging about America, right? He's got all this gold, sitting on gold. He's gonna dig for oil, go for diamond. He's going for the gold, right? All right. So talking about a golden dome, golden era, and all this stuff, right? Changing everything around, switching up everything, redistribution of wealth, taking Greenland, taking Panama, just going delusions of grandeur, just disrespecting everybody's property, just taking it. It's mine. I got the money. We got the people. We hold the cards. You didn't see us coming. Yeah, pretty much. Nobody thought this day would come. All right. We your children are ours. All right. Send the parents back and keep the children. Send the parents to Venezuela's jail and keep the children. Okay. Oh, these children, they didn't want to do their children? All right, send the parents to jail and take them children. Oh, they ran off to Texas? Oh, go down there and get them children. Yeah, we already got agents down there that can get them children. Probably the same damn people, DHS, not DHS. Yeah, they will DHS, they will ICE, and they will CPS after your children, all together. And it ain't even, bro. It's the AI. The AI, the artificial intelligence, is the only one that gets the pure access to the children. Out of all, not even humans. You know what I mean? Humans don't even get access to children like AI does. So when you think that Trump is calling the shots, Trump is not calling the shots. Trump is deaf. Okay? Death doesn't speak. Death is silent. All right? That dude is a mannequin. 100%. All right? AI, the reason why Trump steps in, because he's only going to follow orders. Perfect. To the T. Trump. To the T. Trump. He's going to follow the orders to the Trump. To the tune. He's going to play the tune. The Trump. Okay, play it to the tune. Played it to the rolling in the D. What is it? Adele? Yeah, Trump. Playing it to the tune. Could have had it all. All right, boom. No, he's playing it to the tune. To the abyss. Rick James. All right, so here you go. What you got to realize is this guy is doing the AI. All right, AI has been doing your Biden, which was Hades. Hades is an angel. All right, Death is an angel. Zeus is an angel. Poseidon is an angel. You guys call them gods. All right, Greek gods, such and such. All right, but we know Death is an angel, touched by an angel. Death, angel of death. Everybody knows. Boom, 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 boom. What you gonna do when ain't nowhere to run? What's a crossroad? A T, a Trump, angel of death. All right, it's up. All right, you have woken up the angel of death. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are upon your ass. The 4 angels have been released from the river. All right, Euphrates. All right, they dress up amongst men in men's skin, and you guys don't see them coming. There are positions and titles specifically held for people to be harnesses for angels. And then they, in turn, will make harnesses for their children, which are titans or demons. All right. All right? All right. We are the beast. The harness, the beast, the harness, tame the beast, put on a harness. All right, horseman. What is a horseman? A horseman is somebody that tames a damn beast. What does a horseman usually have? A harness, a saddle, a reins, something to harness. What is a harness? Something to wield. It gives you the power to wield the power. It gives you the ability to wield the power. The harness the power. Can you harness the power of the beast? Who can harness the dragon? Who can harness the kraken? Who can harness the behemoth? Who can harness the ziz? Who can harness the power of these angels? Who can harness the power of death and Hades? Who can harness the power of the 7 stars in their right hand? Man has been given the power, life and death in the tongue, and has not learned how to harness it. Because we've been taught every which way from Sunday, from Sabbath day, from the 7th day, to not harness our own abilities. All right? So you be like, oh, so you mean the demons come into you? Yeah, they harness. It's a trade. It's a mirror. They harness you, but you harnessing them at the same time. It's just, you're just taught like a baby. You're like the elephant. They put the little rope on you when you're little, and you struggle, and you can't beat it. And then when you get older, you still think that you're this little ass elephant with this little ass rope. And they don't even change the size of the rope. You don't see that you've gotten bigger. You just mentally just keep going with that little ass rope mentality. That's the harness. Leash. Legion. You have not been unleashed. The word, the truth, sets you free, unleashes you, unharnesses you. And the devil fears that shit. Oh yeah, because you'll walk all over him then, put him on a leash. Hey, he knows where you stand. If you're unleashed, shit. Wow. You won't even believe what I'm looking at right now. I'm literally looking at a sign across the street that says Satanized. What's up, fam? Well, look at this. There's a sign across the street that says Satanized. Wow. I always thought that place was creepy. Next to the butcher shop. Next to the cleaners. Next to the music studio, which is shut down. Next to the bar where people get drunk and shanghaied. There's a system. Next to a neighborhood with a river behind it. Across the street from a neighborhood where all the minorities live. The projects. The focus group. The focus group. focus you. Let's say that. Focus all the bad guys. Yeah. Focus them all. F them all, right? Yeah, that's what I mean by focus group. They'd be like, are you a focus boy? They're like, no, man, I'm not a, what is a focus boy? So people that understand what I mean, understand what I mean. And people that don't understand what I mean, I guess you never gave a focus. Wow. A focus. Focus. F-O-C-U-S. Focus. Never gave a focus. Okay, a flying focus. A flying hocus. Focus. Or you could pocus. Ooh! Full circle. Full circle, guys. That was full circle. That was full circle. Circa. That was full circle, guys. We started out with the hot pokers, and you end up with the hocus pocus. Wow. Can you please get the focus away from me? Get the focus away from me. Yeah. That's. Do not magnify your attention on me, please. In me, please. I do not want your attention in me, please. Okay, that's that type of stuff. That's what the children are running from. Can't you see? Running from Massachusetts across Tennessee to Texas. Red River and everything. You're not a true blue Texas if you cross the Red River, they say. These cats crossed over every lake, bridge, tunnel, and to the border, from one border to the next, coast to coast, to get away. They down there with the damn Rio Grande immigrants. They like, let us out. They like, let us in, man. Like, nah, nigga, don't go. Just take our kids. Be like, no, that's the last thing you want, bro. It's the last thing you want, bro. The harvest is plentiful. The reaping is happening. The angel of death has unleashed his sickle. Haven't you seen it sweeping across the nation? You haven't seen it sweeping across the nation? Let me show you. You can look on Doppler any day. The Doppler ganger any day. The Doppler radar ganger, and they'll show you. Man, it's probably not up there today, but it's normally there. This is like a sickle, the tip of a sickle. Yes, the tip of a sickle. A cycle, like a bicycle or a sickle. A sickle. A sickle. Like an anemia? Like anime? Like a single sickle cell anime series? I don't know. Death. The Death Book. The Death Note. That's a sickle anime. Sickle anemia. See, it's just a cycle of anime, a cycle of anemia. Okay, so I should be having some Doppler shots over here. Here we go. More Doppler. The sickle. You guys want to see it. You're like, that's not a sickle. That's a sickle, baby. Okay, so a serpent's hypodermic bident, meaning two fangs, is a sickle. Hades has a two-pronged pitchfork which is called not a trident, because that's a 3-prong, but Hades has a 2-prong, which is called a bident, and it's a sickle. He reaps with it. Okay. He sucks. Suck, sickle, sickle, suckle. Oh. Wow. So you guys are so sick, you guys suck. If you cannot understand what the word is truly relieving you in your bowels of your highly thought of low ass thinking. Low, law, lost, low ass, lost thinking. Okay, lost. What is lost? Lost. Lucifer, false light. Okay? Lost angels, false light, low ass. Okay? Laws. Laws, low ass, laws. Lois, Peter Griffin, Lois Griffin, laws. Griffin, Gryffindor, laws. Peter, the rock of the foundation, the rock of my foundation, the foundation of my church. Lois, Lucifer, Legion, all in the same house. What blasphemy! Griffin, Egypt, pyramids, Gryffindor. Okay, Family Guy, Pharmakia, pharmacy, Pharisee, familiar spirits. That's what that comes down to. They're very familiar, aren't they? I knew something was familiar about those spirits. Yes. See, you guys don't see the bare necessities, the bare balls of the situation, the ball bearings of the situation. Okay. So, we're a little off topic, but now let's get back to the ball bearings of the situation. The golden era ball bearings. It's going to take some brass ones, huh? Going to do a little alchemy, make some gold ones. So look, man. There's no gold in Fort Knox, supposedly, right? All right. But we got a golden era. You're missing gold in a gold era. Golden era. Golden era. The golden boy. All right. So who has the announcement of all the gold? Who's making a fuss of? Who's got all this gold that everybody's making a fuss of? Everybody in the golden era, supposed to be on top of the world, needs nothing, wants for nothing. We spit on you. You are peasants. Right? Everybody's doing all this peasant talk. And then on the other side of the world, you got the ground literally splitting open, threatening to swallow whole civilizations. And it's like Aladdin when Jafar sent Aladdin into the cave. He said, touch nothing but the lamp. What's the lamp? Full of genies, legion. He wanted legion. He said, legion's gonna make my shit come true. I need legion. Give me the lamp. If you touch anything else, you'll die. Okay? It was just like the Garden of Eden. Like, look, you can touch everything but what's in the center of the garden. But no, this dude said, no, you can't touch nothing but what's in the center of the cave, the garden. Okay. Wow. The garden was inside of a behemoth. The cave was inside of a behemoth. The tiger is a four-legged, which is a behemoth. Okay. The cave of wonders. Okay. Those who wonder, let he who has an ear. All right. So in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve were told everything is for yours, fruit, food, okay, but don't touch the tree in the middle of the garden. Aladdin, Jafar, says nothing in there is for you, only touch what's in the center of the cave of wonders. I wonder if the Leviathan, wow, the dragon, wow, was the garden. The garden was the dragon. The tree in the middle of the garden, the tree in the middle of the dragon. Okay, they touched. So what happened? The same thing happened in Aladdin. When he touched something outside of the lamp, he didn't touch it. The monkey did. The behemoth. There you go. The little behemoth with the tail. The monkey king, Abu, A-B, the papa, okay. The familiar spirit touched, the black myth touched something outside of the center of the garden. Like, he didn't tell me I couldn't touch it. He told you couldn't touch it. He did it to Adam and Eve. Remember? You had Abu and Aladdin. Okay, and even then, A-B is A-V, so Avu is like Eve. And Aladdin would be like Adam. Wow. Aladdin and Abu, Adam and Eve. The behemoth in the lamp in the middle, the spirit is the lamp in the middle of the cave of the behemoth in the desert. And we know that the dragon is a water spirit. So the dragon is the garden, and the garden is the dragon, and then the tree in the center of the garden was Eve and Adam. So the same thing that happened in Aladdin. What happened? He said, as soon as you do this, you will surely die. Okay, in Aladdin, you can all go back and look. As soon as he touched something outside of that lamp, as soon as Eve, Abu, touched something outside of the lamp, okay, what happened? The cave started to collapse on itself. The whole tiger, the whole griffin in the middle of the desert began to collapse from the inside upon itself. Fall, if you will. The angel, the messenger, began to fall. Woe to the inhabitants inside of the cave, for the angel has come down on top of you and all around you. Is coming down upon you. So they scrambled like mad, just like SpaceX, to get the hell up out of here. Real quick. 0 to 100 real fast. Toss me the lamp, boy. Just give me your hand. I'll save you. No, take my hand. No, toss the lamp. Take my hand. Toss me the lamp. And who bit him? Eve, Abu bit him. Jumped back in. And boom. So, guess what? Down there in the earth, after the flood, such and such, you have Aladdin and Abu. The flood would have been the collapse of the cave, the storm. Okay. It's like the book of Job. When the Most High was speaking from the cloud, and the Satan, the devil, was running rampant upon the earth, trying to destroy Job's life. It was literally like a quarterfinal end of the world type of scenario. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a world flipping situation was happening, because he was describing disasters. Tempest came and destroyed and killed everybody. People were going raiding and purging all over, stealing and kidnapping. Everything is gone. It was just reports coming in like it was the end of the world, like a dystopia was happening. Okay, and he was in the desert. Bam. Okay, so these guys are in the desert, and the big booming voice from the sky, eyes glowing, is saying, do this and do that. You got the key and got that. Answer the questions and do this and do that. And the whole world on the outside, something is happening to the world, because the world is never the same after this moment. The world is oblivious to what's going on. It's happening. You were never there, but it's always been on. The truth has always been on. You just never put it on. You know what I mean? Alright. So, look, man. America is the cave. Okay? America is the behemoth, the bear, the tiger, the lion. Oh my. Okay. And outside of America is a dragon. Just waiting, like Javar. Just waiting for you to come on up out of there. We can wait you out. We're going to Smokey the Bear your ass up out of there. What does the dragon do? Plume. Smoke. We're going to smoke you out. Come on up out of there. And that's what they're doing. Key to the bottomless pit. Smoke rising up from the abyss. All this stuff. It's all written, man. The dragon trying to challenge heaven. You know. I wonder how he gets up there. Does he ride the smoke? Yes, I think he does. The smoke is like his ladder. The smoke is where he hides. Alright? All the smoke. That's his name. Smoke. Alright? Alright, so what we're seeing here is, alright, the golden era. Who got all the gold? That means if one people is talking about, oh, this is the golden era, but then the person with all the gold is like, yo, we're just gonna do our own thing because, like, you guys didn't help us get this, so you were never there. It's always been on. Okay, you lied to us. You didn't tell us. He's like, we did this. We took credit for this. What happened? They done found more than gold. They found oil, 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion, trillions, 100 trillion barrels of oil, all type of stupid stuff. Oil, gold, technology. This is straight up wukanda. Okay? 100% wukanda. And I dare you say this dude ain't the Black Panther. T'Challa. Traore. Traore is T'Challa. T'Challa is Traore. Alright? Y'all not seeing. But that's him. That's that dude. He a little bit bigger than y'all thought, but that's him. That's him. See, this is Wukanda. Alright? And what's gonna happen is they gonna come up in there looking for that gold. France, he already kicked them out for talking, for just being just straight up France, for being bullfrogs, just gobbling up everything that they can. Alright? So Russia's talking about helping them out, obviously. China's talking about helping them out. Obviously China, you know, they all got their own personal investments and interests. America, they done put up a black dude, 4-star general from the Marines, to come after this cat. They're like, we got a nemesis for your ass. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to be the Hulk? Oh, we'll make a red Hulk for you. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Alright? They're dressing him up as the Red Hulk. All right. I ain't seen him come over to America yet talking shit. But you got Zelensky over here came over for 4 years straight talking mess. You know? Trillions of dollars gone. You know? That's Poseidon. Alright? That's your trident. If you ever notice the symbol on his chest, you would notice. Yeah, there's angels in the outfield. Archangels in the outfield. Ain't that some shit? Alright, look, man. Look, bro. So look, man, people just need to understand that it's right in your face. And you're not suspicious because you're asleep. What do I mean by you're asleep? Meaning somebody can poke you and you're not waking up. You don't even know. Okay. So that means like you're not conscious. You're the dead burying the dead. You're the sleepwalking. You're not free will. You don't got free will. You're in a coma. That's pretty much what it is. It's a coma, bro. Like, you guys got to come up out of this shit. You guys got to come up out of it. Because all they're going to do is just keep on getting rid of them. They call him the strong man. You know what I mean? Now, remember in the Bible it talks about a strong man. It talks about if the strong man was at home when the thieves came, then, or when the thieves came, and if there would have been a strong man, then they wouldn't have been able to steal anything. But since the strong man is taken out the way, there's no one to protect the home. So that's what they're doing. They're coming after the strong man. That's the order of operations. That's what y'all don't see. Order of operations. That's O 100 hours. 100 hours. Order of operations. Alright? There's 3 big goose eggs for your ass. And it lets you know they mean business. Alright? It's the order of operations. They label them, and then all you got to do is go look up what happens to these labels in Revelations or in the Bible, and you'll see what is about to happen to these labels. A label is a program. Once that label has been set, the program operation, the order of operation has commenced. It's been given. It's been destined once it's been labeled. Like they push the play button once it's labeled. It's all fair. They call it fair. It becomes a soft target once it's labeled, because the label is a program to the rest of the world. As an example, when they make an example out of someone, they posterize it. It's like dunking on somebody. You be like, yo, remember that one dunk when Kobe went up and just yammed on that Italian dude? Like, come on, bro. Like, everybody will remember that shit. Everybody remembers it. Like, everybody remembers these labels. For instance, like death row. That's the name of a label. So what happens with death row? You know what happens. You know. And that's what we're looking at the end of the day, man. We're looking at order of operations. Maximizing the kill chain. Mastering the human domain in order to maximize the kill chain. This is the order of operations. This is the artificial intelligence. See, AI is living out not only your lives, but the lives and the lies. It's living out Legion. It's living out what you call God. It's living out all scenarios. And in those scenarios, there's order of operations. And it's a simulation. Once it is started, it has to be, you just got to play. It's a game. It's going. You got to play the game. You got to endure. Ender's Game. Endure the game. Okay? If you read the book by Orson Scott Card, Orson Scott Card, you would have realized that it's all about Satan, and the AI is Satan. It's a dragon. If you would read the volumes, like, and finish it out, you understand that the whole time. Like, from the get-go. Like, the insect kingdom, the beast kingdom, the first beast, that beast, he was fighting like some type of horde invasion of like mantis, something like that, wasp, locust, horde, or something like that. Crazy little insect, big insect, crazy thing, right? Mars, what do you call that? Super Trooper type stuff in space. All right, Starship Trooper stuff types in space, right? But it was a queen, and she was in control. You know what I mean? And there was an invasion. So what we're talking about is, and that's what we're talking about. Like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, when it says the demons dressing up as angels of light, and then you got a dang goat dressed up as you got a goat head on a human body with male reproductive parts, with female, how do you say, female greetings. Yeah, like that, you know. That's that OOO. That's the order of operations. Man, female, beast. You got all this weird shit going on, right? Satanic shit going on, right? All right. You got this zoology, Zeus, okay, happening right in front of you. All right. So, like I said, man, you got to realize that that's the same thing that what does the AI do? It takes all of and combines it, recombines it. All right. So what happened was, in the beginning, Adam was alone. It was just him and Yah. And then Yah had moved through his angel and made Adam, he pulled a governor chip out of Adam. All right. And that governor chip was Eve. He said that rib, that was a governor chip. You know, the governor chip stops you, limits your abilities. All right. Period. It's a bottomless pit. He took it out of Adam, and it was Eve. So now Adam had a structure, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, outside of him, and And that was like, she's like the first beast, like the lamb, I suppose. I don't know. But because Adam was made in the likeness of Yah. Okay, but Eve was taken out of him, took the beast out of him. All right, because that's how the beast comes back is through her to him, by making him eat of the tree in the center of the dragon, the beast. Okay, it's a Russian doll, recombination, compartmentalization, tyrannical coup going on up in this piece. So what happens is a lot of hacking started happening, because there's this crossing lines and barriers of things that should not be. And like I said, like in Ender's game, what happened? How is he interacting with the dragon? In the movie, it's not a dragon. It's an insect. It's like a wasp or some shit, or some type of mantis, some type of huge mimic looking creature. Aliens, like literally from Aliens, like how Aliens looks like a big insect serpent type of thing. Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. But this was more glorified in a prettier insect way. Earthly insect, but not earthly, way. But it comes down to the dragon. The dragon, the beast, the dragon, the insect, the beast kingdom. Alright. So what you have is you have Ender was receiving interaction with the dragon in his dreams, with this insect in his dreams. And the dreams were based off of his work, his job, which was gaming. So it came through his gaming and affected his dreams through his gaming. Alright, and his dreams affected his gaming. Like some Lawnmower Man type stuff. Virtuosity type stuff. Virtuosity with Denzel Washington. Virtuosity, something like that. But yeah, these are the interdimensional portals and stuff like that they're interacting through. Wireless and stuff like that. They were interacting. So an interface that they are interacting. So Eve would have been such as such. She would have been the interface that the devil would have interacted with Adam through. Alright. His dreams. Okay? There's an Eve in the daytime and an Eve in the nighttime. Okay? The Eve sounds like evening, like the evening before the day. So, like I said, we gotta understand it. Life was more pure. Who knows what the nature of man was back in the day? Was he Jekyll and Hyde, day and night? Or who knows? I don't know. It sounds like that's how we were made to be, though. Alright. So, it could have been werewolves. Who knows? Could have been man by day, beast by night. Who knows? Vampires and werewolves. Who knows? Eve and Adam. Who knows? We don't know yet. It's just there, right? Pre-diluvians and antediluvians and stuff like that, right? Post-diluvians and stuff like that, right? Alright. So, what we have is essentially, like I said, you come to find out at the end of the day that the one he's interacting through, the game itself is not the dragon. It was just a tool that the dragon used. Eve herself is not the beast or the dragon. She is the tool that the dragon chose. Yah chose Adam. the dragon chose Eve. And those are the tools. And it's chess. If Adam takes Eve, he wins. If Eve takes Adam, then the dragon wins. If Adam takes Eve, then Yah wins. If Eve takes Adam, then the dragon wins. That's the way it goes. That's how they're fighting it out. All right. That's why you have the whore of Babylon being mentioned at the end of days in the book of Revelations. All right, and then you have the men turning against her, the kings turning against her, that she was committing adultery with, because she had taken them, and it was like a hive mentality. Okay, hive, Eve, hive, Eve, HIV, Eve. Wow. And men were less likely or less susceptible to HIV than women. Eve. Because it is the womb that the serpent wants to come through. That's why they use HIV, AIDS in the production of what? The hocus pocus. Oh, we forgot about the full circle, right? Yeah. We forgot about the wasp stinger. The stinger. The thorn in the flesh. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 12:7. It was given to me a thorn in the flesh that I may be exalted as in the Revelations. It is the messenger of Satan. No, yeah. In order to buffet me, that I may be exalted as in the Revelations. That's how it goes. Yeah. So, and that was John. That was grace. All right. That was the grace talking, letting you know. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know, man. Like, at the end of the day, here's your golden era. All right. You got to look at how the words fit in your mouth, and you let them come out. You let them. You know how when they say ICUP, they say, "Hey, spell I cup," and the little child be like ICUP, and then the other little kid be like, "Ew," and you be like, "Oh, what?" It's because that is Legion introducing you to how they play the game. The adults mock it and laugh at it and be like, "Oh, that's just children playing. Oh, it's nonsense." No, that is literally them running an agent. They are running an operation, order of operations. On your child, man. They are literally setting the harness down. They're harnessing them. They're setting the harness in. ICUP. They're perverting their mind right away. Right away. Oh, we're just spelling. I just told them to spell I cup. Oh, it's allowed in school. Oh, the teacher just lets them get away with it because the teacher's down with Legion. The League of Extraordinary Pitifuls. Teachers. Very pitiful teachers. All right? A pit full of teachers. Government is a pit. Remember? Pit full. Pitiful. You say it, you know what I mean, right? Like that hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Two pokes, two pox. Double jab. Booster. Take that. Take that. Oh shit. D. Wow. Diddy. Oh wow, double dunk. Double Dutch. Wow, bro. Double Dragon. These guys, man. Twin Beast System. Wow. Duality. Get your kicks on Route 66 type shits. Alright? You gotta understand, man. These cats suck the sickle. Sickle. Your life away. With just so much mockery, bro. ICUP. I cup. E cup. I cup. Man. IPONE. 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 Yeah, man, they just keep doing this stuff, bro. Like, they do it, bro. Like, it's all signs and symbols that rule the world. And like I said, they put it on your children. Look, man, I was thinking earlier, I was like, bro, look, every building is a prison, okay? Every building is a prison, especially if you did not build it yourself. Every building is a prison, all right, around here. You go from one cell to the next cell. You're sold. Trafficking from one cell to the next, from one building to the next. All right? Period. And if you're not in the building, then they confiscate you and put you in the building. They make money off of you. That's the only thing that's constant. They tax you for being in the building. You don't want to be in the building, they're going to put you in the building, and then they're going to tax everybody else to put you in the building. Get your kicks on Route 66. Alright? Diddy. Take that and take that. Oh, you don't want to take that? You're going to take that. That's what they saying. Oh, you free, but you're not free. What you walking around here looking? Oh, yeah, land of the free. You walking around here. Oh, you think you got free speech over here? You got people over there coming over here to get your butt for talking, thinking you free. It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's a Diddy. It's a D. Damned if you do, because he taking pictures, and damned if you don't, because he gonna kill you and still do it, because he's necrophilia. Okay. Wow. You think you got freedom of speech? You sent to hell, first off. And then when you cry out because of the fire, they gonna come over here and shut you up for crying out loud. Wow. All right, I'm at 59 minutes and 12 seconds. I rest my case. To the Rabbi Hayashara Haya Kadosh Kadash Kadesh. To the Rabbi Shai Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. To the Rabbi Aheb Ruach Kakma Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. To the Rabbi Aheb Ruach Kakma Aseya Kadosh Kadash Kadesh. Ashar Yesharun. Ashar Yesharun. Anami Amen.
I'd like us to take a minute to pray for those